I would have lost it all. But now I know you were there for me. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? I never could made it. Hello. Never could have made it. What I got here? Hello. Hey. What's up, everybody? I got a dumpster. Check this out. It's not a dumpster. Shout out to James. We're doing a paint correction ceramic coating, but look at this. What's up, everybody? What's up, Todd? What's up, everybody? Becca, Ty, Mark, Jay, Corey, Al, Ross, Ricardo, Vic. What's good? Check this out. Whole car is cooked. Super dirty. Um, so I'm only using two products for this detail. Two. I'm gonna use, shout out to Big Boy for the foam cannon. I've had that for a hot minute. Kind of love it. We got this 10 to 1. We got this 10 to 1. And we're just gonna do one wheel together and let's go to work. What's up, everybody? Hello. You would agree. Can you guys hear me? Can I get a mic check? You would agree those are cooked, right? Would you agree with that sentiment? I would think you would think that, oh yeah, Eddie, that's cooked. Pumping my stuff up. Wheel brush, no soap in the wheels. How are you and your family? They're good, man. 2 bucket fatten up for the wheels. I ain't doing 2 bucket fat nothing. All right, check this out. 10 to 1. That's gonna melt the hose off the street. Wheel and tire cleaner. Anything over 10 to 1 to me is overkill. But if you need something heavier, you can. And I'm testing something, guys. I'm testing something. Let that cook for a bit. Hello, pump the jam it up. Look at detail code doing work. Oh, what is this? What? What? What is that? What? All right, that's what I'm gonna show you. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh, the fibers are updated. What? All right. Listen to it sizzle. Dang, look at that. That's it's pretty gnarly. So I'm gonna spray that off. Get the majority of the gunk out. That's as brown as my school teacher. Me too. What is that? Look at the barrel brush. What is it? Come in again. I only pre-wash because there's a lot of dirt on here. I'm gonna grab me brush, my wheel beer brush. I'm gonna. Ah, ah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna do one wheel, and then we're gonna see how good soft wash does or hard wash does on this cooked car. Light too, so when it has a lot of water, this brush is lighter. Then you know what I'm talking about. I'm working on something. All right, guys, I'm cooking. You know what I'm talking about? Let me cook. Man, it's tired. She hasn't been touched in a minute. Lord. Let me get my little moffer brush. Shout out to Corey on his birthday. Corey celebrated 24 years of life yesterday. And I'm only getting my little moffer brush. Get the little. I get my stitches out coming Thursday. So I'm still working and in pain, bro. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. All right. Got that done. All I'm going to say, this wheel and tire cleaner is insane. Bring it in. Look at all that dirt, guys. From one wheel and tire. I am going to coat the rims with a little something, something. A little something, something. Hold, please. Hold. And we got to do that test on this product I got cooking over here. I never could have made it. Guys, detail code, wheel and tire cleaner, straight gas. All right? Straight gas. A lot of those washes in stock. We're going to drop it Thursday. We wanted to catch up from the sale before we drop anything else. So we're able to get in 2 days close to 550 orders out. So we're cooking. So I'm thinking by the end of the week, we'll be caught up 100%. We're cooking. Eddie, no check his emails. I'm pissed. I don't check your emails? Rip. Sorry, man. What email are you? You crazy. For 20 bucks, you out your dang mind. Whoop, whoop. Watching, 19 likes. 19 likes. Matt is a cheapo. I'm Matt. I'm the wrong kind of date, bro. I'm the wrong kind of date, Matt. The wrong kind of date. This hoe is expensive. All right, Matt. All right. Hard wash 10 to 1. We're gonna foam it on. We're gonna let it sit for a little bit, see what happens. That's my pre-wash. I'm not gonna lie, this Big Boy foam can is nuts. All right, I like that foam pattern. You guys remember watching Chrissy yesterday? I love Chrissy, by the way. Chrissy, shout out to this is her. Her show yesterday. If you haven't seen it, going out the rags. That show yesterday was a hitter. Chrissy's like, look, guys, my perfect interaction with Chrissy is this. Now, this is the consistency I like for a pre-wash. Hey, appreciate you, Grinch. Appreciate you. We're gonna let that sit, let it cook for a second. If you didn't see how dirty it was, you should have came earlier because this hole was dirty. That girl is poison. Poison. Poison, 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 poison. Could you play me out of my mind? That's all we know. Bro, what a time to be alive. used to love her. That girl's poison. I don't like wasting soap, so I like to use a full 500 mils on a car. And we're gonna let that eat. Look, that's the new hard wash. You just saw. I can't call it hard wash because then I'll be a contradicting person. New decant shampoo as my pre-wash. We're gonna do foam, rinse foam. I'm gonna use shampoo V2. Shampoo V2 is that's an idiot. I'm gonna use soft wash. Gosh darn it. Our pH neutral soap. Lord help us. Lord help us. That's Christy went into how she eat her candy. She was in depth. So this is a big boy foam cannon. Big boy. That girl's poison. Poison. B. Riley stacking foam on foam. Like, look, this is how you're supposed to foam a car. Like I said, if you're at Christie's live yesterday, she had more spots than my head. So I want that to eat, sit, and take as much of that grime off because this car is cooked. So when the whole car starts to look a little bit like this, then I'll spray off. So until then, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit because we have a lot of wetting agents, etc. And then we're gonna go in and let's see what we're doing, bro. See what we're doing. Oh, Kingpin shirt. It's the only Marvel shirt that fits a fat person. If it was me, I'd be wearing Spider-Man, but you've never seen an obese Spider-Man. So Kingpin was, shout out to the old school Kingpin, Michael Duncan. Hello. Hello. It's me. I've been wondering. I didn't mean to flick you off. But yeah, we're washing the dirty car today. We did the wheel and tire. I only did one. Uh, and then I put our beading solution on that tire because we're testing it. I'm doing a foam rinse foam. So I'm using Decon shampoo as my touchless. We had brown headlights. Anyway, we're going to now rinse. We're going to rinse. Hello, I'm that other guy. Hello, it's me. I've been wondering why Eddie washes cars like he's in the UK. Whatever he has in the glass, I'm kind of impressed. Now, um, he says this car hasn't been ever coated, but he has some type of glass product on here. That one looks insane. I wonder what that is. Look, guys, my rinse game is strong, like my pin pan. All right, my rinse game. I think he's using technician's choice. Look at this, unfazed, unfazed. He had a bunch of bugs on here. Make sure I get in there, get in the crevices. Guys, my rinse game is strong. All right. That's what happens when you hang out with Panda Organizer and Nick from Yum for 30 days when they do this for rinsing. Watch, stay tuned. Look at this rinse game. Watch this. Oh, that's a dent. Watch. And like they act like we don't pay for water. Like, bro, rinse the car off, bro. Like, You taking 30 minutes to rinse the car makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like, rinse the car off, please. Lord, help us. Help us. Like, you don't need to do this. Like, that does nothing. That does nothing. Like, rinse the car off. Dang, this dude has Technician's Choice 589 on here. It's not even out yet. This thing's as hydrophobic as my neck after I use suntan lotion. Dang. Whatever he has on there is doing God's work. Hello, it's me. All right, foam rinse foam. I got soft wash from yesterday or a couple days ago. You're like, Eddie, that sucks. Yes, it does. Because I like my soap to look like this. I don't want it to be too thick. So I actually did a car already. And this is how I'm going to do it. Like, I could make this as strong as I want. Ooh, ooh, it smells delicious. I ran out of soap, guys. All right, I'm cheap. All right, I ran out of soap. If you'd like to see another spectacle, let me know. I'll re-dilute it. But for now, that's all I need. It's all I need. You're all I ever needed. Mother trucker, I just broke my foam cannon. Good Lord. All right. I'm going to put some soft wash inside of my bucket so I can wash this car. Hard face. New soft wash, by the way. The new stuff. The new. The a little dab would do you kind of situation. You know what I'm talking about? The new. Draw. Let me get some situational stuff in this mug. Oh my gosh. Make the cappuccino. You guys are talking bad about me? That's okay. God forgives you. Oh. What? Dang, bro. My AirPod ripped. Like, why is only Eddie going halfway? Because I'm doing the top first, guys. Relax, Lord. It's the one bucket king here, okay? It's the one bucket king. Relax. Guys, can you hear me? I went all the way down because I'm overachiever. Flip the mitt over. Take a walk with me. Hopefully you can see. Can't tell. Overachiever, guys. I decided to use the whole thing. Like, how does fat dude move like that? Because I gotta get paid by the hour, and I gotta make this detail make sense. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta make this detail make sense. All right, guys. Here's a trick. If you're obese or have a tum tum, open the door and then fit your stomach in the door. Look, this is a hack. Okay, let your little capuchin like get in. That way, I can reach the roof. All right. You're like, what if water gets in the seat? Well, guys, pray it doesn't stain it. You close it, get in, stomach in, you have the roof. Okay. All right, little guy, little fella, you got a little tummy. No one's judging you. All right. I owe it to this to get the lures because I didn't do it. And you're like, Eddie, you just crashed your car? Maybe. All right. Sit. Make sure I grab the front clip. Never let me go. Ooh, contamination heaven. Here's the thing. Car is contaminated. Let me get my clay towel. Let me get the clay towel, guys. And then for this, I always let the mint soak on the car, little lube. You're like, isn't it gonna scratch it? Nah, we did a good job cleaning it. Put it back in, get it all soaked, and then come back and let it cook. Now you can also foam the whole car up again and do it that way. And let it ride. But so I'm gonna do it. Noodle mitt for Nate. Got the noodle monster here. No pressure. You gotta work like you're getting paid by the hour. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get complacent on me, dog. You gotta work like you're getting paid by the hour. Get the clay out the way. I'll check for tar after, and we're done. at the top here. So I'll let hard soft wash for, you know, the new pH soap. I'm not worried about drying. It's a pH of 7 when diluted. You can see it back here. I can reactivate all that. And yeah, Thor coming out with a noodle mint. I mean, it's my dream. I'm just doing this to lubricate the surface that I'm playing. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see how spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. I'm about to do the whole side, guys. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Feel my skin. Let me sing for the more. You are all I want. You all I worship and adore. In other words, all right. Sorry, guys. I got to get this done. So we're just chatting and talking. Okay. The whole car has been clayed. Now we rinse. So whatever protection was on here after the clay is dead. It is dead. So you can see after the clay, she's gone. All right. Now we're gonna dry this sucker. But shall we test? Should we test the new little beady beads situation here? Not dry beady beads, but the beading product to see how much beads we can get off the hood. What do you think? Let me know. Nah, I ain't calling it. I'll get sued. Oh, rinse like a Ryobi. This is a 1622, bro. All right, this is something that we're testing. Here, from the makers of Oh My Lord, and you saw it here first. Ooh, that's some stuff in my eye. Let me clean my eyes. All right, you guys see that? You guys see that? Tell me you saw that. You tell me you saw it. All right, that's the situation. Now, in case you missed it, right? Because I do got to polish this car. I'm just gonna show you on this door panel something we're cooking. Something we're cooking. Okay? Can you see that? Let me get a thumbs up if you can see that. We're cooking. We're cooking something on the door panel here. I might just do the whole car so I can be easy dry off because I got to polish it anyway. But I don't want to put more work for myself. But at the end of the day, if we don't test, who will? Who will? They said. Thumbs up. You ready? Would you agree that's flat? Can I get a yeah? Amen. Yeah, it's a wet coat style product. I get an amen on that, right? Flat. Maybe that's a better angle. Wait, maybe you didn't see what I saw. Maybe you didn't see what I saw, but Detail Coast bringing the heat, guys. All right, let's try it. Let's try it here. Now, I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He said, what? Have you seen that before? Have you ever seen that before? No dwell time. Chris, we live in the world, Chris. Let me explain to you the world we live in. Okay? Where fat people run as fast as skinny people, where I can almost see my neck and this. All right. This. All right. Now, after 24 hours, you can hit it with high pH chemicals, and those 24 hours would allow this to be pH of one to the testing the high ones, but so far 13, 12 to 24 weeks. No, now I'm putting out 2.2 or something gallons per minute with this setup. So it's a beating monster. Slickness is pretty nuts. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little something, something, a little something, something that we're working on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Let me dry the car and then put the hose away. And then we're gonna measure. I can't measure paint with you on because I'm using my phone on the live. But take the gloves off. You know, shout out to Mark Horn. Um, I think Mark Horn's celebrating an anniversary. Shout out to his anniversary or his wife's birthday, something like that. But yeah, let me get a towel. If you put it on dry, no, you can't put it on dry. It's a wet coat, but it's a wet coat product, kind of like Aqua. Our spray, our spray sealant that we're coming out with. How about we do a test, huh? Hold on, hold on, hold on. How about that? You want to see a test? I'm gonna put you on game, cuz. Hold on, I got you. This one actually has to be put on dry. So coming soon to a Thor near you. Let me get this. Let me get version one. This is not the finalized version of what we're coming out with. And no, Katsuba did not make it. Let me dry this section over here. We know this section is flat, has not been touched. Okay, so section's flat. I'm only gonna do a square, okay? Let me get my, and then after this, I gotta go because we about to eat. Getting a chair, hold, hold. Hey guys, I'm on a live. I'm almost done. All right, look, let me just show you this so you can see it. It's flat, okay? That's the true test. You see that? Flat, got it. All right, I want you to see that because I'm about to do something wild here. He thought wet coat was nuts. This one you have to apply dry. It will not work wet. I'm gonna do a box. Buff it off. Did you see how black that got? Slickness is instant. Humidity, look at that. You see how glossy that got? Do you see that? Where's B Riley? You can see that. This is something we're cooking, Chingy. This is, all right, something we're cooking. Now, this is something that you could get wet right away. Our old sealant, you had to wait like 12 minutes, whatever. Let me show you here. Flat. Guys, Harry Potter's real, okay? Harry Potter's real. Check this out. In my stream, this is a 15-degree nozzle. All right, it's 15-degree nozzle. So I just want to tell you what we got cooking. It can be applied in the sun. It has longer work time. You can't let it dry though, and it is super slick. And just again, just to show you what we're working with, so we're on the same page. If this is flat, this is that's that. Yeah, it's not done yet. We need one more modification, and then we shall bring it to the market by SEMA. But you can see how black it got the car. You can see how rich it looks. Depends. Here's what I'm not about. And me and Jimmy talked about this. They so far in 2 days they got 500 orders out, 550. We got to get caught up first before I want to drop anything else as to not frustrate the masses, because big sales often lead to frustration, right? So we do have a lot of stuff we need to drop. We got the new water washers ready and all that crap, but we're gonna wait until we get caught up. Everyone's good to go. Everyone gets their stuff from the first sale before we drop a new product. Again, our intention is to get caught up. So, just so you're aware, just so we're here, this is our wet coat product. That's all. That's all. That's all. We drive the car here, and yeah, I'm going to be polishing this and putting a coating on here. I'm going to be putting the new detail coat coating that I have testing. I always put down on cars and things of that nature, to test on my clients' cars, so I can see how it does. Our new one from Korea, rated 5+ years. But the problem with that one is you have to apply and wipe off right away, or it'll cause you problems. So it's going to be a lot of learning for you guys because there's no wait time. You know what I mean? Apply, wipe off right away. But in order to push the envelope of what we wanted, faster cure times, 3 minutes, send it out, get wet, we had to push the application process. 24 hours, you can hit it with full chemicals, full range of chemicals up to pH 14. When the wet coat dries a little longer, it looks like Hot to Buzz red line, the sealant that it is. Usually it's like 2-3 minutes, but I just waited. I just didn't care. You know what I'm talking about? One is 6 to 12 months. The other one's 24 weeks. The white coat's 24 weeks. But we're only gonna put 12 weeks on that on the bottle as to not overpromise. You know what I mean? All right. Here's where we're at. So the big gloss difference on the door that I put the white coat on. But it looks good. I'm gonna put my hose away, and this is it. Give me a second here. We have a lot of things in the works. A lot of things in the works. It just takes time to do things right this time. Right? Since we're established now, we want to make sure that every change is intentional. Everything we do makes sense and it's not rushed. Hence why Nemesis or Rinse is hence why Rinse is washing not yet. Formula is finalized, but the artwork wasn't. So one last thing I do want to show you is so I have our finalized interior cleaner. I want to show you now. These are strips. They're not really. I don't have a calibrated $15,000 machine, but I just want to show you strips. What we're working with for pH of our product. So straight off the bottle, it's a pH of 7 for the interior cleaner. Diluted pH of 7. My water is a pH of 8. So it goes about 7.2, 7.4. One second here. Let me get my strips so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, these are okay. They're not very, how do I say this? They're not gospel, right? They're made for like pool strips, chemical strips, indicator. That's all it is. So please don't take this with a grain of salt. As to not honeybee the world and say. So I'm gonna take my product here, put it in the cap. Now this is raw, straight out of the cap. And here's what we got. Straight out of the cap, not non-diluted. Okay. Now, for brevity's sake, I must do a test with another product to show you. But if you look at the numbers here, it's 7. The numbers here, you're looking at 7. Okay. All right, 7 straight. But let's do a real test. Let's test another chemical here that we would consider to be high in the pH scale, yeah? And that would be, let me get citrus. 1 second. All right, let me get this one right here. So just to give us a baseline of a chemical. So that was important for us. The interior cleaner, as to avoid any issues online, had to be pH neutral end to end. So you see that? So this can tell you this the alkalinity is real high. Um, this one, you are treading at a 12. 12, well, yeah, 11. 11 on this batch. So that's 11. So just to show you where we're at with the pH stuff. Now that was straight out of the bottle. This is diluted 15 to 1. And I'm going to show you on the strip. Doesn't change colors very much. It'll go to a 7. Uh, yeah, I don't have it. I had one. I don't know where it went. But anyway, I want to show you the pH was a 7. And there's a reason to that because I want to show you the cleaning of this. Stop. Man, let me try it on leather here. This one's done too. It's a fresh linen scent, not too overpowering, not too much fragrance because we're not about that life. Um, because we learned our lesson. People like the non-scented version of things. So this is what you could expect from this product itself. Let me take you down here. Now this is 15 to 1. So it still cleans insanely good at 15 to 1. Now, the thing I'm showing you is that it lathers. So if you use a Ninja Scrubby or a hand scrubby and you want it to lather, it does it. 15 to 1. Showing you the wetting of overspraying too. Yeah, this is 15 to 1. Now you're like, Eddie, that's not lathering. Watch this. There's some type of dressing on there. It's kind of nasty. But you can see what it looks like at 15 to 1. And you can see how it starts to dry up. All I have to do is come in with the towel and take it off. So the wetting is real nice. Real nice on this product. Real nice. So let me show you with a brush. So you can get it to lather more. I don't know why this ain't lathering. What a dumb demo. What a trash demo. What am I doing? What a trash demo. Oh my gosh, Becky. What's happening? All right. Chulada. So as the surface gets cleaner, it'll start to do more. But yeah, that's done. No terrible sense. The girls has to clean that tomorrow. I'm not touching this bar, bro. I'm not touching this bar, bro. All right. Let's go here. Let's do this spot together. Together. And that's what you could expect. You see? Yeah, I'm using 15 to 1 because I'm trying to save money, B. Riley. And I got to test it because people are going to ask, can we do 15 to 1? 10 to 1's perfect. It's probably what I would use. But you can see at 15 to 1, I still got it to foam. So that's what it looks like. This is what the lather looks like. Let you see. So that's what you can expect. I'm not sure why the door is not lathering, nor do I come out trying to comprehend that I know everything. But here's what you got. Now, dirty seat. Oh, dirty seat. We got a dirty seat. You want it to foam, Eddie Cologne. This side here. Fairy side. This thing's a cleaning monster, bro. Take that. You know, it cleans, dude. It cleans. Like, you saw that was dirty. I didn't even spray it on the seat. Fairy side. H7, bro. We Gucci. Here we go. Look at that. All right. So that's the demo. That's the demo. You saw what it did to plastics? So 15 to 1, 10 to 1, 5 to 1. 5 to 1 is pretty nuclear. No, you 10 to 1, you would be good. 5 to 1 is pretty strong. Even 15 to 1 is good. Like 15 one's actually what we're gonna do this car, and this car is pretty trash. We wanted to do something that everyone liked because everyone likes foam, but we also wanted to lift dirt, anti-static, stain removing capability, so you can use it 1 to 1 for hard stained carpets, and it'll do God's work. 5 to 1, 15 to 1, 10 to 1. So it works on all of it. No, I already said the pH strips are not gospel. You need a reader. But I'll ask the chemist to do his pH strip because, like I already said at the beginning of this, this is not, you know, it's not. But yeah, Utoko. Wheel and tire cleaner did God's work. Decon, soft wash did this. Look at this gloss. That is from the pH, the stuff. What's that called? That yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Spray on rinse off. Struggling over here. Struggling. My job is done. So now what I would do is I'm gonna get off. I have to rate, measure paint, send them pictures, take pictures of the paint, make sure there's no actual scratches or deep scratches. If I miss any spots, hit those with waterless wash, and I'm gonna start my paint correction on this. And then for the coating, I'm gonna put my coating on it. My foot's pretty sore. My foot's pretty sore. Nancy, I tried emailing you, and I tried looking you up. Email Nancy because I had to ask you a question. Eddie at thehouseofrags.com. Nancy, please, por favor, Nancy. Did you get all the Jahula fragrances, or I got two? I wish I would have got five. I got the ultimate batch, which is Touched by God. Like, we're at 7 this morning, even sweating right now, you can still smell it. It's insane. And then I got unglazed, which is nuts. The foot's hurt. It's pretty bad, doc. I mean, Tim, sir, it feels good, but I've been walking on it a lot today, so it's kind of sore. And I have to detail this car, and I detailed the car before this. So it's pretty good. I guess. What was Nick's favorite place to eat? We went to one place because here's what we did. We had Waffle House, which he was like floored by the grits because we had said, dog. I said, you come to Waffle House, you get cheesy grits, bro. and they use that fake cheese, you know, the one that you gotta pull out the plastic and you put it in and you mix it. And then we ate there, and then we had a private chef come in, Tony Tone, and we ate the best ribs, the best green beans. It was pretty crazy. Can you guys hear me? I took my headphones off. Look at, you can almost see my neck. Have you thought about doing a rinseless with higher dilutions? Yeah, the higher dilutions you go, the more people are like, why didn't get... Think about it this way, Vic. I created a rinseless wash 2001. How many of us can do that math in their head except for like 10? Right, so I thought, how do we keep it easy for those that don't want to dilute, don't want to download the app? 256 to 1 is 1 ounce per 2 ounces of water, right? So I didn't want to just, oh, let's create the dilutions. Like, we're trying to simplify this because we're trying to push this to the limit, and we're trying to simplify the soap because the soap, we're like, it'll be nuts if we do 2001. Yeah, 384. New rinseless though, pretty good. Pretty good. Anyway, everyone, I'm gonna go eat with my family. I'm gonna come back, finish this. I gotta start cutting paint. It's my goal. Start cutting paint tonight if I can. So tomorrow the girls can do the inside. I'm gonna coat this tomorrow after work, and then get cooking. Appreciate everyone coming on. Thank you all for hanging out. Coming back live. I might come back live and do a paint correction on this. Matter of fact, just so you don't think that gloss is from the paint, okay? Let me show you. So you can see, right? You can see that paint is cooked. You see that? So but you can see how glossy that is. So like, we have a lot of work to do here. So I'm not gonna fix these rock chips. He already knows that. I am gonna paint correct the hood, but he has to get this repainted. The rock chips are pretty bad. He already knows that, but he wants the rest of the body done. But you can see, I'm gonna use a product me and Jimmy are working on. It's gonna be a primer polish. You wanna see a test spot? You wanna see a test spot and I'll leave. How about I do a test spot with this primer polish and I'll leave. Deal? Deal. Hang out. Let me get ready. All right, hang out. Each other from the sun. And yes, you can coat right over it. Any ceramic coat. The same. Remember me. Mix it. The scent. Let me get my light. Just give me the light. Just give me the light and pass the road. Dude, there's literally a song for every way I feel today. We'll do this section here. Okay? Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Ooh, what a one step. Ooh. didn't make it, so shout out to the chemist. Yeah, there we go. Ours is gonna cut slightly more. I think Ferro is gonna be better for a finishing polish. Ours is gonna cut almost like Endgame. It was the dream. It was a dream. That did some work. Yeah, it did. It did. Now, if I would have took my time and put passes and all that crap, I would have got more out of it. But I need to test things high cut paint. This is how I'm gonna cut this. That one step's good enough. It gave gloss, richness. Look at this. Look at that. All right, that's it. That's all. I'm out. Love y'all. It's not in the spray form. No, sorry, Nancy. I can't. I'm not that guy. Nancy, I'm gonna do spray. Well, you know what we should do? We should test it by hand. No, I'm not doing that. Don't care. I don't care. I was like, I'm testing my hand. I don't care. I'm not testing my hand. No one's gonna do that. All right, I'm out, everybody. Have a good night.